Let me be one of the very first to welcome you as an adult worker in one of the world's great youth organizations, DeMolay. Congratulations on your decision to make a positive difference in the lives of our youth.
Okay, so now I'm an advisor. Now what?
I asked the same questions when I became an adult worker. There have been ups and downs, but I've never regretted my decision to dedicate some of my time to this great youth movement. Before your fellow advisors can answer these questions, however, it's important that as you undertake your new role as an adult worker, you do so with a clear understanding of the purpose of DeMolay. It is the key to all that you do or ever will do as an adult worker. Over the course of the next several minutes, I want to discuss with you the purpose of DeMolay, what DeMolay aims to accomplish with the youth within its ranks, and the methods DeMolay uses to accomplish these aims. This is the core of DeMolay and should be your guide throughout your service as an adult worker in DeMolay. DeMolay is a truly unique organization in that it is value-based. Values are the heart and the soul of DeMolay. In January 1919, Frank Land, founder of DeMolay, learned that a member of his lodge had passed away, and the oldest son of the family, Lewis Lauer, was in need of a job. After meeting Lewis, Land gave him a job at the Scottish Rite offices. Lewis and Land developed a solid friendship very quickly. Land saw in Lewis what he had seen in other boys who had lost their fathers in World War I. Loneliness and a craving to have someone to talk to who would provide inspiration and challenge by example. Land felt that Lewis needed a closer circle of support. He asked Lewis to invite his friends over for dinner at the Land house. Lewis showed up with 8 of his friends. After that night, Land was convinced there was a need and suggested to Lewis and his friends that they form a club. It wasn't long after Frank Land began his work with Lewis Lauer and his friends that he learned something new about working with young people. As Land said, when given good direction and consistent guidance, young men can make good decisions about their actions and become the leaders of their own organization. Based on this vision, DeMolay was founded. Frank Land's vision remains the same today. The aim of DeMolay is to accomplish 4 goals. Character development. DeMolay members learn the values that make a big difference between success and failure in one's life. Leadership development. Opportunities to develop, practice, and refine teamwork and leadership skills are a key ingredient of DeMolay. Responsibility and accountability. In accepting a positive role in their personal life, their family life, and in their community, DeMolays establish and achieve unthinkable goals. DeMolays also learn that with responsibility comes accountability for actions. Mental, moral, and emotional fitness. Over 1 million young men have been inducted into the fraternity of DeMolay. They have all dedicated themselves to uphold 7 basic life principles. These are love of parents, respect for others, their beliefs, their opinions, and the things that they hold sacred, courtesy to all with whom they come in contact, lasting friendship, faithfulness, cleanness in thought and action, and patriotism. Obviously, when working with youth, the direct approach is not the method to advance these aims. Frank Land understood that to be successful, DeMolay must be an educational experience in the real-world setting. It must instill its values through its programs and activities, that it must become a way of life for its members. The first of the methods used by DeMolay to meet its aims is the chapter concept. DeMolay members join together in this basic organizational unit of DeMolay, the chapter. Here they elect officers, conduct meetings, handle business, and make the basic decisions on their activities. Youth-led, not adult-led. DeMolays elect their own leaders who lead the chapters in their activities and decision-making. Adults are there to advise, not to decide. The only time the decision of an advisor should take precedence over a decision made by the DeMolays is when the health and safety of DeMolays or the financial security of the chapter is in question. DeMolay ideals, as expressed in our ritual. Contained in the obligation and the 7 virtues are the core values of DeMolay. Through our degrees and ceremonies, the members of DeMolay grow to understand and embrace these values and then translate them into action in their daily lives. A balanced program of activities, events, and projects. Any program for youth must be one of action, and DeMolay is just that, a program of variety and action. These activities include sports, community service, recreational outings, fundraising, and of course, social. The obligatory days, devised by Frank Land as a way to reaffirm DeMolay's responsibilities to their community. DeMolays each year perform acts of service for their community based on one of the 7 precepts, honors and awards. DeMolay recognizes the development and achievements of its members in DeMolay through honors, and promotes self-awareness and personal development through a program of awards members can earn. Leadership training through planning and carrying out its own programs and activities, as well as holding positions of responsibility. DeMolays learn the skills of leadership that will be of use throughout their personal and professional lives. These skills, coupled with the values embraced in DeMolay, provide not only trained leaders, but principled leaders, and a positive adult and youth association. The Positive Adult Youth Association of Frank Land and Lewis Lauer led to the founding of DeMolay. This relationship continues to be at the heart of DeMolay's success. As adult workers today, it is important to build and support positive, safe, nurturing role models for today's youth and tomorrow's leaders. This Positive Adult Youth Association is the most important method DeMolay uses to achieve its aims. All the other methods are delivered through this positive association. What is DeMolay looking for in an adult worker? What are the qualities of the good adult worker in DeMolay? Here are a few ideas.
A person I can look up to.
Patient.
Honest, someone I can trust.
Consistent.
Tolerant.
A friend.
Quick to praise, slow to anger.
Someone I can talk to.
Someone who likes me.
A teacher.
Likes to have fun.
Enthusiastic.
Someone who likes pizza.
Caring.
Likes and gets along well with kids.
Flexible.
Someone who is real, not a superstar created commercially, but a real person trying to do right in his or her best.
Sets the right kind of example. Someone who can be like a father, a dad.
There is a myth that a good advisor needs to be the perfect person, a superhuman to show the young men the right way. This is simply not true. The good advisor need not be a senior DeMolay, a distinguished Mason, or even well-versed in all the aspects of the DeMolay program. What is needed and desired most is someone who simply cares about youth, is willing to look for the good in all youth, and has an abiding faith in them and their future, and wants to play a vital role in their development into constructive and positive citizens of our communities, based on their dedication to the ideals and values DeMolay teaches.
The challenges are many, the rewards are countless. This program has served as a basic introduction to DeMolay. It is not the complete training program for adult workers. An opportunity to participate in a more detailed DAD training program will soon be provided. Completion of this DAD training is a prerequisite to your certification as an adult worker in DeMolay. The advisors and adult workers in your chapter will also explain to you the organization of your chapter, who the key adult workers in DeMolays are, the program of the chapter, and the role you can play in the chapter. Much of what you need to know about DeMolay as an adult worker will come not from formal training, or from a book, but from experience, from asking questions, from watching those around you, especially the DeMolays. DeMolay provides many resources to help guide and strengthen our adult workers. Never hesitate to ask for assistance. We hope that this program has been a help in introducing you to DeMolay, its aims, and the methods it uses to achieve these aims, and most importantly, the role that you can play as an adult worker in this great youth movement. Again, congratulations and welcome to DeMolay. Thank you for your commitment to the opportunity DeMolay provides to our youth.